Hey everybody, good afternoon. Eric here from Nomadic Fanatic. I've been so incredibly busy, guys, working on the naughty bus. Sorry, I didn't film along the way, but let me just walk out here and you can see. Oh my gosh, really, Eric? Thanks for joining me on the channel, guys. I will be uploading this video with some Canadien internet, so check out the video description below for unlimited high-speed internet on the road or wherever. I measured bumper to bumper. Any guesses? That's a 40-foot school bus, bumper to bumper, and that's a 6x12 trailer. But the 12 feet length is from the back to here, not including the V-nose and the... All right, we are 56 feet long, bumper to bumper, naughty bus, trailer Swift. Sorry, I've been trying to get this project done because we have that on the way, a wind and rainstorm coming. So I've been trying to get everything put away, been continuing to move stuff, starting to dismantle camp here. Yeah, it looks messy, but that's because there's no more top on my white tent. It hasn't been completely destroyed, but it's in very rough condition. Was barely even doing anything anyway. So I have been making loads with the truck to my storage shed, getting everything cleared out that we're not going to use. Gonna have to do some dump runs here soon to the transfer station, and there's a metal recycling, but gosh, I did it, guys. I finally... I talked about hiring someone to do the custom welded hitch back here. It's a previous video you guys can check out in my Skoolie conversion playlist. Had somebody custom weld me, welding bolted to the frame a hitch. It's probably good for 10,000 pounds of towing. I mean, it's ridiculous, but I wired it up. Let me show you that. So down here, my trailer 4-pin is plugged into a wiring harness that I've added. In the future, I'm actually gonna have a plug here that'll be a lot cleaner. You won't even see these wires. This will just go to an actual plug that has a round and a flat, and you would just plug it right into the bumper. But for right now, this is gonna work. I'm not in love with this being up. They do say that you don't want them perfectly flat. You do want a little bit up right there to help the weight distribution. So really, if you want to get super technical, that's the exact height you want it. But I was thinking that if I got a 2-inch, that's a 2-inch drop down, and if I changed it to a 4-inch, if I swapped this out for a 4-inch drop, it would be perfectly level for all the OCD people out there that want to see the roof line exactly identical to the bus, but I don't think I'm going to do it. But the lights work. Now, I've been back and forth on this. I went from feeling super confident that I could do it because I've had to rewire a boat trailer before in my life. So I bought the kit and started wiring it up inside here. And of course, those of you who know trailers are already knowing what I'm getting at. I was very confused because the 4 wires didn't allow me to get to the brake light, just the turn signals. In other words, all you with your modern day cars, you're gonna have, this is going to be your brake and your blinker. This is my brake, this is my blinker. They're two completely separate. This is lit when the running lights are on, and then it gets brighter when I hit the brakes. So that one wire, how do you do both of these? Well, Wayne helped me. He showed me what I needed to buy, so I bought it and installed it. This is the adapter. This is a 5 to 4 wire adapter. It has 5 wires because you have a front turn and you have a stop. So this red one is the new one. The red one is your actual physical stop, which I tapped into my stop brake light. The one that's meant for the turn signal, green, I have it taped, going all the way over there, spliced into the actual blinker because, again, my blinkers are separate from my 2 brake lights. Blinkers are separate. I pointed to this one, but the blinker's over here. This is a brake, this is a brake. My running light, as you'd call it, I tapped into the license plate light right there, and my white ground goes back to an existing ground right there. It kind of looks ugly from here, but you know, I did kind of tape up the wires with the heat tape, and this will just be behind the motor. You're not going to see any of those wires anywhere, but I am going to get some loom and make it look all pretty for all you people who say I never clean up my wiring. It looks great from out here. I mean, it was tricky to test it though too, because I had to know which wires and how things are going to work, and the engine has to be running for the blinkers to work. So Diana was out here talking to me, making sure that these light up, these hit the brakes, all the other clearance lights works, the four-way flashers work, the blinkers work, and you can still see the blinker. Well, it's at an angle right now, but when it's perfectly straight, you can see the brake light and the blinker, but obviously you have to have working lights on here. So they work great. Believe me, I'm not going to fire it up and start it all up. It's just, that was a lot more confusing than I thought it was going to be, but we're good to go. We're good to go. Next, I got to do some practice runs here, guys, because I've never driven anything 56 feet long. And that pinch point, am I going to be able to back up into spaces? Am I going to be able to see the trailer from the mirrors? It's at an angle right now, but I have a feeling that once I get straight, you're not even going to be able to see the trailer. So when you're backing up, you won't know till the last minute when it starts scurving off, and then you try to correct and stuff, but we're going to see. I also have a backup camera system to install on the rig. I'd like to have 2 cameras on the back. Of course, I would like to have one up here pointing down at the trailer to help me when I reverse, but also pointing down so that if I have to unhook the trailer and I'm by myself, I can easily back up to this and get it really close without needing a second person to talk to me, because it's kind of difficult right now to do it alone, because you gotta get in the seat and then you gotta pull the parking brake, the air brakes, then you gotta open the door, walk 40 feet back, look, and go, okay, 2 inches this way, then get back in, sit down, unrelease the brakes. I got it, but I definitely want a camera. And then also, I just feel like it'd be good to have another camera. I already wired one up with my other RV. It's wired right there, so that when I back up to something, I can see exactly how much room is physically behind, because it's deceptive up there. But let me charge the drone up, then we'll fire the bus up, and then we'll just start doing some practicing. I'll drive it around, I'll make sure I'm not gonna pinch when I do sharp turns, and I'll do some backup maneuvers. Let's do it. Yeah, easy peasy, guys. piece of cake, and it's gonna be even easier and better once I get the cameras installed, which I'm going to do before we leave quartzsite. But yeah, so now I can tow, now I don't have to worry about that. There's something else I gotta deal with though, that's not related to building the bus, not related to quartzsite, and I think Diana and I have to go on a trip. We have to go on a trip and we have to go take care of something. I don't know. Let me wait and make sure that I got all my facts right, but I think, yeah, we're gonna take a quartzsite break here soon, okay? So, trailer hitch done, gotta do the mini split, gotta finish the water, gotta put everything in storage, clean up the trash, get out of here, get on the road, and figure out what I'm gonna do with the Bigfoot and the truck while I'm traveling in the